Hi everyone to a short evening stream after a day of coding. The last time we made a video of the colony here, it looked quite different, so we progressed quite a bit. Let me get some sleep quickly. So we also moved our base from around there in a nicer desert themed housing here. Still quite empty, so the interior decorator is still missing. So let's see. Check my OBS setting should be fine. We've been very busy in the last 2 weeks. That's also why we actually didn't stream as much as in the beginning. We did a lot of code changes, including a lot of fixes to the crafters and some issues we noticed while playing here in the colonies. Like even some issues we noticed yesterday when we had the quick playthrough. But still, our colony is developing very neatly. So we got some blog things as in the video, as the guard tower here, but for example we got the university pretty nice ready. We got this new base, we got a higher upgrade of the miner, a bunch of other buildings, we got barracks relatively high level there, and most buildings upgraded to level 4, etc. Let me get those. Ouch. Oh no, shutdown, even a short. So we'll probably have a short break. Let's see you after the restart. Let's wait for the server to come up back up again. And I'm going to be back in a second. So, as I've been saying in the beginning of the stream, we did a lot of work around the mod and especially a lot of preparations for future features to come, especially including the setting around crafters. We got another 3 crafters coming in the next 2 weeks, more or less, and then we will basically have all crafters in the mod. So basically all vanilla items are then craftable. Let me take care of those indicators here. Okay. Tick. And yeah, we are also fixing some issues with the builder. So as you had seen before with the fisherman, that the builder actually run there quickly so you can actually show it to you, that the builder does not remove the water here in the little ship. And that's actually because in vanilla Minecraft, in the version that reworked the water can't be removed the way you used to remove it anymore. So we need now special code path that clears up water. So we merged a few small updates regarding that yesterday and today, but to actually make it work also with insta placement and the scan tool, we're going to fix that in the upcoming days. one thing I was actually very eager to work on was a new type of raiders, which will be especially interesting because we got a desert colony. It will be a desert raider type. It will be a raider type that you will only get in the desert or in a mesa biome. And that will be a pharaoh with a pharaoh scepter and some mummies, etc., mummy archers and mummy melee types, spruce labs, to attack your colony in the desert. And we had a very neat idea. Yeah, and we had a very neat idea to have those desert raiders spawn in sandstorms. So in vanilla, if it's supposed to rain and you're in the desert, there's a sandstorm. So if you are in the desert and it rains, get ready because you might just get a raid. Spruce slabs, it said, right? I think I got a resource scroll with me. We also updated the resource scroll to include the name of the builder now, so you know exactly to which builder this is assigned. So I need spruce planks and a bunch of spruce slabs. Let me dump a few of the things I have here. So yeah, our storage room is still very work in progress as well. We're still organizing the things around to make things look very nice. Glass. Where's glass? I think it was, yeah, here, sand stuff. Spruce now. Stone stuff. Wood stuff here. I need only that in of spruce. Oak slab. Oh yeah, so I gotta use my axe for that. The other things were an item frame and iron pick. Okay. Yes, you can use modded blocks in custom templates. However, multi-blocks as modded multi-blocks usually do not work out very well. So basically all kinds of modded blocks work really well, but some multi-blocks might not work, so you will have to test it out. We used to have, like at least in 1.12, we have even chisels and bit support, so you can even copy and paste around big chisel and bit creations you have. And we also, as soon as they port to higher versions, we are going to port that chisel and bit support as well. The builder even supports chisel and bit creations as well. So let me get some food first. Should get some food. Food. Stuff. Armor. No. Food. Food. Fish. Okay. So. Okay, that should be fine. We've also just merged a small update where we buffed the raiders a little bit. Well, actually not buffed, we reduced the raiders impact a bit. We found out that there were a few small unexpected consequences in the code. Wouldn't call it bugs, but a few effects stacked together and made the raiders stronger than we had initially intended them. So they should be much more handleable as well. What do you mean with interactions with storage mods, particularly? Actually, that should work quite nicely already. So the main hut in the warehouse, let me just go to the warehouse quickly so I can show that to you. Um, the hut block of any building, including the warehouse, is internally connected to every rack in the warehouse. So if you connect your refined storage or AE2 storage into the warehouse, like you make a hole in the wall and connect it to the warehouse, the AE2 storage will connect to all racks. It should work, yes. If they don't do anything fishy with the AE2 blocks, it should work very well in custom schematics as well, yes. The builder. Now I want to replant. Even in the version we released today, we did improve some performance issues related to these modded storages. So previously, when modded storages would access our hot blocks, it could get relatively laggy, but we vastly improved that, so the performance impact of that should be much lower as well. I need this, and I need some of this, yes. Here, and here. Blanks as well. Some blanks and some more slabs, those were. So, are we happy now? An iron pickaxe. So, let's get some iron ingots. And it's getting night already, so gotta go sleep. So, we got a Asher fought the wither and got some bonus effects which makes us faster around the house. And that with the concrete together makes pathing almost difficult. Something you could notice here in chat as well is that we have a connection with the chat chain plugin we developed, so we can connect several servers together. So that is the Patreon 115 server, where they can talk with us while we are playing here on the dev server. Is there a way to increase the town hall radius? Now that depends actually on the way you're playing, because there are two play modes in Minecolonies. There is the static clay mode, which is the, let's say, older play mode we have, and that one was the default until a few weeks ago, so it's possible that you're still on the static mode, and that one is that there is a max range already for a colony, which is the initial range. Now, if you're playing single player anyway, there is the MC colony claim command with the colony ID, the range, and if you want to add, and that is from the position you're standing, it will claim for the colony here as many chunks in every direction. So if you're in single player. Now, if you're in the dynamic mode like we are, if you place special huts like the guard towers and the barracks in the corners of your colony and upgrade them, they will automatically expand the colony. So you can, I don't have a build tool with me, but you can probably notice that our colony radius is fairly large because of all the guard towers we have standing around. Custom jobs for the NPC. You mean something like that allows you to program an NPC to do certain things? iron pickaxe. Yeah, we also got a mode that lets the guards patrol in groups. That makes them less squishy as well. So iron I was for. Okay. And we're within the range as well. Pippa! Appreciate it. Iron. Stuff. So. It's valuables, yes, here, iron. Let's get those. This is Minecraft 1.15 and Minecolonies 888. So 0.12.888. And yeah, we are aiming to update the mod pack on the weekend to the newest Minecolonies and structure net version. Ah, here's the builder. Builder. So pickaxe. Here. And now he got everything to upgrade the miner to level 4. To the question about the custom jobs, it's something we have not planned yet. So at the moment we're still adding our general purpose citizens. So in the next 2 weeks, like I said, we're going to bring out the newest crafters, and then we got like a small list of workers, like a worker to create concrete, a rabbit herder to get food in the desert, an alchemist, a beekeeper, hunter, a witch type kind of worker, and these kinds of things. And maybe after we are cobblestone stairs, after we are like ready with our general plan of workers, we could look into having kind of programmable workers for certain tasks. However, depending on the mod you're talking about, it is always possible to make a plugin for Minecolonies to make a custom worker that actually does this job for you. So you could use the Minecolonies API to just create a worker that operates a certain machine, which would fit a bit more also in the general thought of Minecolonies. What else? Acacia. I don't have a lot of acacia stuff with me, no. So, not my fish. I want my fish. So, so we will need a lot of acacia stuff. So let's get that first. The carpet will be last, and now it's floating carpet. That's something one of our developers added recently, is floating carpet, and that's because this carpet here needs string to stay afloat, and depending on the resource pack, that's not very pretty, because at vanilla it's fairly invisible, but depending on the resource pack it looks like that. So floating carpet stays alone in the air and doesn't have this issue. Actually, on the 4-block shape, it's because that depends on the citizen. The builder supports a 2x2 shape. The cook supports a 3x3 shape, for example, for food recipes. We have a sawmill worker, I think we don't have yet here in the colony, that has a 3x3 shape for wood-related blocks. and we got a stonemason for stone-related 3x3 blocks. We got the blacksmith. I can show them all here. We got this blacksmith worker that does tools and armor in a 3x3 shape. So our general idea is that we have a sort of specialization. The builder only builds. He's not a crafter. The reason he has a 2x2 recipe slot is mainly to little things he can do as well in his hut. But the main job should be the actual crafters for them to do. It's Raycom's streaming at the moment. And yeah, what do you think? What from my accent, where I'm from? Acacia. People, you're getting me sidetracked with these questions, but I appreciate it because then I have something to talk about, and I'm not silently sitting around. So, Acacia, maybe a bit more. No? No? Maybe down here. No, there's no storage here. No. Oh, we also got a beekeeper plant as well. Yeah, it's Germany. Yeah. Yeah. I I have a fairly bad memory with names, but usually I remember most people that were fairly active players in our community. Let's bring the acacia stuff to the worker. Yeah, I've been living some time outside of Germany, so that's probably also what shaped my accent differently as well. Yay, we got our miner finished. Wyatt, oh god, I'm not sure if I remember you, Wyatt. It's been so long since we last talked. More acacia slabs. So, green, especially torches, we should be able to get him, and we should get to sleep urgently. Yeah, you've been fairly often early on when we started opening servers, etc. with us, Warpig. Let's go to bed again. Horrible, horrible memories. Let me get some food quickly again. I got actually planned to move this storage here in the main room. I think that's a good nice place to have like the storage up here. And makes it a bit more accessible as well. We get the food first. I've not noticed any issues with oh, we need this here as well, with fence gates in general. However, if you got issues with fence gates, please report an issue to our GitHub, maybe with a way to reproduce it and even optimally a little video of how the daemon is getting stuck there, so we can take a look at that. Oh god. I actually forgot Pumpkin versus Melon Stadium. We had a time where we built a stadium on one of our last servers and then had great betting matches on watching pumpkins grow and melons grow, and then whichever grew faster won. God. Get a bunch of this fish here. I'm going to put it in our... Yeah, there's more fish here. Take this. Yes. Let me give the raw fish to the cook, and I'm going to steal some cooked fish in exchange from him. There it is. So... yeah, but a video would definitely help. Like 100% reproduce is something sometimes difficult, but a video would definitely help. Yeah, something I actually never really played a lot was Sky Colonies. I think we had a short streaming session I played together as well, but afterwards we had still a long time Sky Colonies and then never really had time to play it. Yeah, world upload definitely always helps as well, yes. Like a lot of the fixes we were able to implement in the last weeks were due to us being able to reproduce things because of exactly that. More acacia slabs. Torches we wanted, yes. Let me get more coal. A lot of the fixes we were able to implement because of people sending us their worlds and us debugging it. Like sometimes we have to spend an entire weekend or an entire week almost, like 20 hours, 40 hours of time only trying to reproduce a bug to fix it afterwards. And that's time we could have been spending on adding new features or actually fixing a bug. It's in the Patreon Discord, Kalira. In the Patreon Discord. Yeah, the dev server I'm streaming from was the Tech Colonies, yeah. So yeah, we have a Tech Colonies 115 server, which is open only for Patreons at the moment. And yeah, the reason is also because tech mods consume a lot of server performance. So having a tech pack not on a restricted server, on a public server, would have immense performance problems. Yeah, I think the structurized server is not yet connected. It will be later. We also got a structure server where we're building all our styles together. Luna uploaded a video to this these days where she showed off the new Asian style. I'd really love to make another stream with a let's play with the Asian style as well. It really looks amazing. And that builder server is available for the builders that contribute regularly to our mod, and of course all our Patreons as well. So Mel is asking if there's a way to limit production for the farmer, for example. Changing crops should usually be enough if you just add in the new seed, and the farmer should actually just on the next time harvest it and replant the new crop. However, if you have PAMs installed, you will have to remove the seeds first. Yeah, we got actually an open issue for having like a garbage block in the warehouse where you can like add a filter and all the things that go in the filter get deleted by your warehouse. So you can delete the seeds. But actually I would advise you to get a composter.
You're just hiding in here alone.
Which is this worker here, Composter Hut, and he actually transforms a lot of these blocks into compost, which is like bone meal. So he will take the seeds and saplings and everything you don't need and transform it into compost, and that compost goes then with the delivery man to the warehouse, and from the warehouse it will then directly go to the farmer, and the farmer actually is able to use the bone meal and compost to grow his crops faster, so it's a win-win. The different mod pack with Minecolonies. So I've heard a lot about Valhelsia, and they seem to have done a good job because we're getting a lot of players from them lately, so thanks to the modpack developers for including us. A lot of players have joined us from there recently. In terms of other good mod packs, we got our own Tech Colonies mod pack, which is Minecolonies with a bunch of tech mods, and I can tell you that we will probably in the next 2 to 4 weeks also release a new 115 pack with Minecolonies included as well. So let's check out our fisherman here. Do we have? No. So Amy is our new fisherman here. I tried to answer questions. We also do have a pretty active Discord community, so even if the developers are not always able to answer you the question there, we got a lot of active people from the community that are playing Minecolonies for a long time and can answer a lot of your questions. Yeah, I started with Minecolonies because of Chalkbox 2.0 and 1.2.5.
What?
So you
think
got
I'm not
that.
strong enough? Watch me.
See ya, Chris. Good evening. So, what are you needing, my friend? Acacia slabs. Got no acacia left. I got fish here, didn't see that. This, my building blocks here in the boxes quickly. Gives me a bit more space in the inventory. Has anyone noticed as well, if you put things in the shulker boxes, you get like a little, like I put it inside, and now the next time I click, I can click and I have to double click something. I called it a vanilla pack. How do I? Yes, there is a config setting to turn off voices actually. For anyone else who is enjoying the voices, we got a resource pack now of Minecolonies you can find on Curse. It's called Minecolonies Immersed, and it adds actually a bunch new voices for the workers, and we've been sensitive enough to remove a bunch of the voice lines people were not enjoying in the past. So let me get to sleep again. So 17 players. I think it's a new record. Usually I get around 7. um, so Acacia stuff. So since we got some very fast delivery men, I think most of the Acacia things are now in the warehouse. I think I'm going to risk it here. It's warehouse level 2 only. That's why. And warehouse level 3 gives you the option to sort the warehouse. Would allow me to find the stuff quicker. So. A new feature. A bunch of people probably haven't seen yet that we have this little box here, which gives you an overview of the warehouse. So you can check if you have certain something in your warehouse. Yeah, it's sound for the workers. Although we are currently planning and adding some environmental sounds as well, in terms of if there is, for example, a raid, we're going to play a different sound so that you not only notice when you're getting killed by a barbarian that there's a raid, but also by actually hearing some dark sound effects in the back. So to the builder. Getting sidetracked again. Let's make actually like a lot, and the D-man is going to bring them later in the warehouse, and builders won't request that for a while. So I know they got torches in the warehouse, so that shouldn't be a problem, but I'm unsure about the carpet. So let me get into our warehouse quickly. Here. And let's check how much carpet we have in here. Wool in general. So we got a bunch of red wool. Green wool. So what was it? Red and green. So let's go to the builder. So I think I'm also... it's floating carpet, right? Yes. So I also need string. I hope we got string in the warehouse. Because getting string would be 6. Getting some 2. What do we have of string in the warehouse? 102 is it? So that's fine. Here and here. So that I need the build tool. Do we have a build tool in the warehouse? 2. Build tool 1. Okay. Yeah, after a while you get some creative ways of killing them. Yeah, the pirates are kinda difficult to kill because they're not splitting up as the barbarians do, so they're a bit more difficult to kill. However, we're probably going to add some ways you're going to be able to more easily take the workers with you and like the guards with you. Hey, wake up. And take the guards with you so that they don't sleep, and help you kill the pirates. A bunch of these and a bunch of these. Red floating carpet. So let's bring that carpet to the builder. Red floating carpet and green floating carpet. And yeah, we have enough green, we need more red. And yeah, he...
Ouch. It hit my
Hey,
finger
I
again.
gave you the green one already. Don't need to wait for the D-man to come.
Ouch. Hit my finger again.
But he will need a bunch more red floating parts. So let's scavenge the warehouse for more string. Maybe we'll find some red floating carpet on the way. Know that some Adams, one of our other developers that's playing here, the server with us, found. So the other server just had their regular restart as well. That's only red normal carpet, but string. Red. No red floating carpet. Okay. Let me make a bunch here. The other way around. Yes, this way. I think that's still not enough, unfortunately, to satisfy the builder's needs.
Ouch. It hit my finger again.
I did give you the green.
What'll we build next? Men gotta do what men
Give you the
gotta
green
do.
floating carpet here. Take it. This. Take the. Ah, I gave him the green carpet, not the green floating carpet.
Weekends again.
I don't believe it. He needs red floating carpets and green normal carpet. Okay, that's
Okay.
on me.
Let's get
That's
started.
totally on me. I need another 15 red floating carpet. I gave you some red carpet. Yes, here.
And ready as the new
Then we got a bit more. So you, I guess, got stuck here.
Love living here.
And I guess someone got stuck down here as well. Let me help those here out, whatever they're doing down here. So, this one here is stuck. And this one here is similarly stuck. Okay. Now all of them are stuck because of the river here. Let me see if I can build them a little bridge. So you can see our pathfinding is working fairly nicely. Eesh. Sorry about the fire. Let me put a bit of sandstone. So they survived it, but you can see our pathfinding is fairly nice. They're able to find out of this dungeon here better than I could. I'm following them because they know the best way out of this. Now we got a pretty neat pathfinding algorithm that works at least 100 times better than what Minecraft Vanilla is using, which is also why we're currently extracting it into a separate library to allow other developers to use it as well in Minecraft. So, red carpet. For the pirates, you could maybe add detection if destroyed the ship. Actually, if after you destroy the spawners, they should detect that and take that as a reason to go off already at the end of the night, and they will stop spawning in general as well. Do we have more string? 10. That's not a lot. Let me check in our base. Hi there, Greypalt. getting fairly late here already as well. I think I'm going to try to find the string here and string. We're going to add a Fletcher relatively, so it's going to be more like a Fletcher mix, like Fletcher and Weaver in one profession. And he's going to be able to make string out of wool for your colonies, which is going to solve these severe string problems everyone is having with the desert style, and basically any style that uses the floating carpets decoratively. String was it? I know we got a small spider spawner here in the old base. Maybe I could get some string from some spiders there. Any spiders around? No? I think I got some iron with me, didn't I? Here. I know there is a mine shaft at the end of this. And I know that where there is a mine shaft, there's string as well. So at the moment the best way to get string on Minecraft is probably by getting into a mine shaft and removing with your sword or the spider string. Maybe making like a mob spawner kind of thing automatic, but then you would have to AFK next to it. And that's also why our idea with the Fletcher Weaver combo is to get your string more easily. The general idea of Minecolonies is being able to get basically anything that exists in Minecraft. He didn't continue building this year, so I have to run now. So to get everything that you could get in Minecraft by exploration or whatever that is, but through our citizens. So the crafters will be able to get you most craftable things. We got the herders to get you basically all the animal products, and we're going to have workers that produce string out of wool for these kinds of things. We got the crusher to make certain things as well, and we got the sifter worker. Sifter, you can see here, who's going to sieve blocks to get, it's quite similar to Skyblock, a bunch of blocks you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. There's a bunch of mobs here. Wait, what? No. So. I'm not going to run there in the open cave and get myself killed. I know that at the end of this tunnel there is a small mine shaft, vanilla mine shaft. The worker we're working on at the moment is the quarry. That's something Asher is working on, and he's going to work similar as the miner, but he's just going to make huge holes. You can see the spider web. Something. Oh, the happiness. So, some addons joined with me here now. So, spider web. Where is spider web? Here. More. So, that's my favorite way of getting spider string. Oh, I don't have arrows with me, right? I forgot arrows. That's bad. kind of bad at PvP, PvE as well, but I'm fairly good with a bow. If you ever meet me on Bed Wars, just don't let me get a bow, and you're going to be fine. Or same thing for Sky Wars. So yeah, that would be a funny gimmick. So someone suggested in chat that if they completely destroy a pirate ship, maybe the ship should say, the message when the ship disappears should say something like, those nasty pirates are never going to bother anyone again. Yeah, that's actually a quite neat idea. So if you could actually report it to our GitHub, so we could think about it or put it down in our feature list, I would appreciate that. So another spider spawner here. 50 string. It's much better. Gonna walk a little bit randomly around, and if I don't see any more string, I'm going to hit the road. Oh, by chance. I have... wait. Ah! No, no. So, we make the string. So. Is there more? So we're regularly performance checking our tech colony server, etc., to see if there are any performance improvements we can add for Minecolonies, especially because if we see that there are any performance bottlenecks in Minecolonies, we like to fix them to especially improve the play experience for the players. And yeah, we can proudly say that on our tech colonies server, our citizens use less performance than bats, and zombies cost twice as much performance as our citizens. So that's, I think, quite the accomplishment. Oh yeah, I imagine it would motivate people to really make sure nothing of this pirate ship is left. Could be an interesting way as well to if you completely destroy the pirate ship, you could actually have a lower chance of getting a pirate raid soon. Yeah, vanilla is really bad in performance, and a lot of the things, and I have to say additionally that we are using the performant mod on our server, so that one already cleans up a lot of the vanilla performance issues. So without performance, the zombies would be like at 20% of server for performance and not at 6. And I think some add-ons also added to performant a bunch of other things to also decrease hopper issues and to detect other mod issues. Like we noticed that a lot of mods add the artificial intelligence task 1,000 times to their mods, and that causes a lot of lag, and it's actually very difficult to detect otherwise. So since the colony here is owned by Orion, I can't use the MC home command, so we have to use the MC colony teleport command. And hi Ronald, welcome to the Minecolonies stream. Let me get the remaining floating carpet. So I'm going to bring it directly to the builder. So
Ouch! It hit my finger again.
yes. You're saying you need much more than this? You have 55 in your head and you say you need more? What is he upgrading at the moment? Let me get some sleep quickly here, and then I'm going to check what he's at the moment upgrading, because I thought that I gave him a bunch. I'm playing. Ray Comes is playing. Tom. And hi Neon Death as well. So at the moment we are seeing a lot of developer influx in Minecolonies. Like we got around 5 developers attempting to join in the development in the last weeks, which is very nice and is probably going to push our mod development further as well. Yeah, I'm also thinking that they might have stolen it. Float carpet. No, it's not in the warehouse. Did you steal it?
So.
What is the builder upgrading at the moment? Maybe we can see if we can find a bunch of that. He's upgrading the cook. The cook. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, I thought so. Here, all the red carpet. Yeah, I got on my list of to-do things. I got the task of having the builder rescan the area of the building regularly for blocked drops. Yeah. So I gave you the... That's normal red carpet. That's not floating red carpet. I think there was normal red carpet here earlier, and he might have failed to detect that actually.
Okay, let's get started again.
But the string, that's good. Yeah, that was definitely normal red carpet. I'm going there to his hut. I'm going to give them the remaining carpet then, to recall him. So, I gave him the red carpet, didn't I? He just dropped it off. Here. So, carpet. One left. We are almost there, people. We are almost there. One red floating carpet is left. Build to string. Going to be good enough to give him 3 in case he somehow wastes another one of them. And yeah, one of the things we're missing here in this world definitely are the automatic crafters to take care of these kinds of things. We've just finished implementing the new Dio worker, and the Fletcher Weaver worker is going to be responsible then to craft things involving carpet, for example. And hi there, Domek. Yeah, he's fine. And I have to say the cook looks fairly nice with his carpet area around here. That was a pretty neat idea. Especially with floating carpet. Hi, Pix Blockers. I need an arrow. Oh, I got it now. Die. So. Yay! We got the cook finished as well. We got 2 buildings finished on the stream. We're on a roll. I would like to see if it's possible to have a block that indicates the bottom of a model. Yeah, actually that's one of the feature we're planning to implement. Not necessarily a block, but actually for the builders an indication of the building height.
What can I do for you?
And then when you would place it with the build tool, it would already level
What
it
can I do for
automatically. Yeah,
Put a roof over
that
my
happens
head.
to the best of us. Oak bookshelves. I'm not sure we got bookshelves around. So bookshelves. The other one is working on the guard tower. I should have right-clicked the builder again to get it, because now I have to go through the chests and check. Yeah, it's basically actually programming the mod is taking a break from programming for university. Books. Don't we have any? I know we got leather, so that's good. Do we have book? Like not enchanted books, obviously. I think we don't have any books here. So I have to craft them. I know it was 6 paper. I saw 2 books here, paper. The delivery man puts things in the builder's inventory of the building. So that could be the main block, but it could also be a rack. And that's not completely specific, because for the delivery man, the entire building inventory looks the same. The delivery man can't differentiate between those 2 things. Acacia bookshelves, right? This is why we can't have nice things. So I need oak bookshelves. Oak, those here. And I need more paper, definitely. Yeah, university is. I'm in the post graduation already, so for me there's not a big difference now from normally. Normally I would be working in the laboratory, and now I'm working from home. But since I don't actually need to access the servers locally in the laboratory, for me there's not a lot of difference now post-corona. I'm a programmer, so I practice social distancing by heart, and as a... oh no. No paper. Yes. Did you get the... what's the name of this again? Add the sugarcane. And yeah. Okay, he got the sugarcane. I think he was getting the stuff as well already for the worker. Thank you. That should be enough for the worker here. Builder, oak bookshelf. Oak, Ray, this is oak. Four. 5. 6. We got one bonus. 7.
Right away.
Okay. And so the citizen limit in a colony has recently changed. So instead of it being fixed 50 as previously, it now depends on the university research. I can show you that in a second. Here in the civilian research tree, we got the citizen cap at 25 on default, and we can increase it here by another 25, 50, 75, and much more with higher research levels. Yeah, that's bad. So I think we are over the citizen limit at the moment, because we started this colony before the research was added, and we won't get new citizens until we actually research it. Yeah, I think programming is actually something pretty neat, because it's something kind of like what kids were dreaming about when they're kids, like, I'm going to be an inventor. And actually as a programmer you can actually do that. You just invent stuff, like we're building here Minecolonies. Fire! I'm on fire. Didn't even have enough time to jump. Let me check if we have any beef at all here. And the food stuff. Food. We got no steak at all. And that's just stuff. Let me get some wheat here. I know there was wheat. Yes. And attract some cows to the colony. Yeah. The pirate spawners are normal vanilla spawners. How? Yeah, that could be a electro pull-ups bug. Let's see. I got. Let me see if I can. One. And I got 2 cows. The sheeps I don't need. He's now coming with the leash. He got. There was another cow up there. Then I came all the way down here with the cow, and there was another cow up there. So let's not try to get the cows in a hole. So yeah, we got quite a few plans for the mod. What happened? I lost mine. Yeah, thanks. We got quite some plans for this mod. And yeah, I listed previously the relatively big list of workers we're aiming to implement. He lost his and fell in the water, so. And after we got this list ready, we will probably increment the first time the major version of Minecolonies and make it like version 1.0 after we got the essential workers implemented in the mod. And after that we're going then for things like quest system, financial system to make it a bit more realistic and all these kinds of things. Probably better to bring them over here. You're right. And thanks, Mel, again. We really appreciate it. So we also really appreciate the support of all our Patreons. A lot of Patreons like Wyatt that are supporting us for a pretty long time and are helping us to develop this mod. I lost the leash again. Come, cowie, cowie, cowie. So now we need some fence. The financial system is actually not like a financial system, but more like worker that you can opt to have your workers needing salaries so that they just don't work for free, and they actually then need salaries, but at the same time workers pay taxes and colony has a general income and these kinds of things depending on the housing level, and that you then all are able to organize certain things as well. General plan is to probably make this like a opt-in so that at a certain level of your colony, citizen will then say, hey, we did a lot of work for you and actually would like to start receiving a salary for what we're doing. Yes, we got a stable plant for the horses. We also got like a cavalry building planned for ridden guards, mounted guards, I think is the right name for it. And then the stables basically would provide the horses for the mounted guards. But that's also a bit more planning the future. At the moment, the dev server is only for the main developers, so people who are developing with us for a while. However, we will probably make after this series is over, we'll probably make a streaming series on the Patreon server. I could imagine probably for 116 making a streaming series with all the Patreons together. It depends on how you see things. Minecolonies workers are working 16 hours a day and are not having any leisure at all. So that's probably why they would want a salary for the amount of work they're doing. So if you wouldn't pay them a salary, maybe we would implement that they would just take a few more hours off. Anyone working on the wiki? Yeah, the Wikipedia of the mod is actually like crowdsourced, like any Wikipedia. So we appreciate people contributing to it because yeah, with the pace of the mod, it's basically us, either we implement new features or we add information to the wiki, and since we are all not great writers and we prefer writing code. However, we got some people from the community who want to work in the wiki, but they also got a bunch of things to do. So we do appreciate anyone from the community standing up, contacting us, and we will point them in the right directions for information and for how to contribute to the wiki, and for questions if they have specific questions to the workers before adding certain information to the wiki. So let's see what the builder is doing here. So
Right away.
4 white bat. Those are the favorite bats because they don't need any dye. We get those 4 white bats for him. Yes, so when you edit something for the wiki, we give it a short review and check if the things are fairly accurate before adding them. 4 white bats. White. Do we have white wool here? Yes. Yeah, the wiki is done on GitHub. However, you can do most of these changes in the GitHub editor themselves. So you wouldn't have to actually do the changes on your computer and then do all the heavy git lifting. Oh, that would be awesome if you added some of the things to the wiki, Domic. So, white bat. Here and here.
Upgrade
Yeah, he's not requesting anymore, so yeah, he's fine. Acacia log. Let me give him some more things he might need. Acacia blanks, some acacia stairs. Here you go. Yes. So we gotta go sleep again. No, we have one Wikipedia, like one wiki that is accessible on the website. However, contributions to the Wikipedia is through the GitHub. So there is a GitHub link. Let me get you that really quick. Can post it in chat as well. Minecolonies wiki, here it is. And that GitHub is synced to the wiki on the website. So if you if you make a pull request to this wiki I linked in chat, this will update the wiki on the website. Those two are connected. That's basically the backend we use for it. I think this is weird. This is the other builder. I don't believe it. I gave the wrong builder the bats. He needs rack. By chance, I have everything needed for racks right here. So, giving him the racks and white beds are ready. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fourth one. To drop it here quickly. Pick it up. Torches. Yep, let's give him some. We don't have so much oak wood. Torches. So the nice thing is everything I give him extra, the delivery man is going to pick up and then bring just later to the workers. So that's not wasted effort, but everything I craft extra goes to the warehouse and then gets automatically brought to the next builder that needs it. It's fairly late here now and I'm getting quite tired. So I think I'm going to hit the road, and I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow in the afternoon again as well after I've done some coding. So see everybody. Ciao ciao.